Anyway, well, that didn't even work. Even though I saved that one time, that didn't even work. So it's all just scrapped again. Man, what a train wreck. I don't know if I should, like, try to edit this together or something, or if I should just edit all of that out, or, like, just keep the relevant highlights. If I blue screen another time, so if this is what ends up being uploaded, if it doesn't happen again, then I blue screen 3 times tonight trying to stream. Really fun, really wearing me down. I just want to stream, man. If I blue screen again, I'm just gonna say fuck it, I can't stream tonight, even though I want to. It's just not gonna happen, I guess. So now, we have to go through yet again. Another time. Daniel Chavez, yep. So here, we had 2, we had 317. Good God. This is the worst. You're gonna say buy in advance. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. This is just gonna be the same thing for the entire... Oh, or you mean just, like, because I'm gonna blue screen again? Okay. Stream fixing the computer. If I could, I would. But that's not happening. Oh boy. And, like, it's just weird. Why is it happening 3 times today when... Sure, I blue screened on stream in the past, like, once or twice in my 1 year plus of streaming pretty regularly every weekend. It's just, like, never happened like this. It's just a complete weird thing that's happening. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, 317. And there was nothing left or right. Mover again. With Chris. 806. 461. You suspect the game has something to do with it? I don't know. Maybe? I doubt it. It's just a Flash game, and, like, I played this several times, haven't blue screened in it before, and I've played many Flash games in the past. I just think it's a random, weird thing that's happening. Just a complete coincidence. But who knows? Computers, they don't work like they should. They never do. But yeah, hopefully at some point I can actually just get a PC upgrade. The problem, of course, is just money. Don't have a lot of it. Why have I written 943 there? Why does it say 943? Shouldn't that be here? I don't know why that's there. Or maybe 943 wasn't actually a thing? I gotta check that. 947. Right, and then 128. Broken Edge. Subprogram. Was there even anything in here? Just lore? I don't think there was any point to going here. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's leave that. What was it? 947? No, that was 923. I corrected. I left it there. Oh, I see. Oh, no, I just wrote this because gem energy pipe broken. But then I think I tested it, and it was nothing. And I just left it there as, like, a potential clue. Wait, it was not 947. 943. Yeah, okay. So that's just pointless. $461. Yeah, I don't even have to be here either, so 461. We can just write everything. I'm gonna learn all this from memory now, or just get it all in my head. So... El How, pipes... XX8, oval. I keep pressing tab. And then 9XX rect. Maybe rectangle, I don't know. And then that code was 378. Okay, so I'm returning to main menu. Let's quit the game. Let's boot it up again. I mean, I think even if I do blue screen, it's probably just gonna roll back anyway. There's definitely some, like, bad shit going on with my PC. But usually it doesn't impact things like this. Whoa! Oh, I went here last time. Where was I? I mean, I guess I have to read this again. Unless I, like, edit this together, which would be pointless, because it's just doing the same thing over and over. I mean, I guess it's fitting for the Submachine, but if this is just the one part B, and the other two that happened before are just, like, I'm gonna scrap them, just whatever, let them rot, then we have to read this again anyway. Cipher theory. Maybe I'll just, maybe I should just, like... Oh boy. Explorers and discover a ruin. I have a dream. I discover mysterious notes. I got sent to the... Mur got sent to the lighthouse 5 years before me. You notice that the submachine expanded to 1,044 possible areas. And I get trapped in a loop. It doesn't really say anything. It's just kind of like what actually happens. There's no theory here, really, in my opinion. So, whatever. If you want to read that, you can read it. And this is the same. I'll read the remaining ones. B1? B1 equals 5? B2 equals 7? Oh. And this was in this one, right? Oval? Okay. But we don't have any cipher plates. Pyramid key. Huh. Not sure where you use that. Lots of karma portals. Carolita Villada. Yeah, I guess, again, just a fan photo kind of thing. What was that? What did I just see? Was it just this one? I thought I saw something over here. Also, what time is it now? Because now I'm not, like, keeping track at all. Yeah, in maybe, like, half an hour, I should probably, switch over to Mirror Moon, assuming I can stream that long. Oh, pyramid key. No? It's not. Wait. Nothing. Secrets Theory, written by SD Ranger. Why is it that some subnet explorations have secrets, some are loaded with secrets, like in the explorations of the laboratory and of the lighthouse, and then other explorations, like the one we suddenly found ourselves in, have no secrets whatsoever? Maybe other exploration teams have scooped them all up before we got here. Is it possible we just haven't yet figured out the correct, exact combination of things to collect and touch and adjust and activate before a secret might even appear? Genius! That would be an Easter egg. Easter egg. What? Wouldn't it? Huh? Would you say that twice? And why is it that some secrets are particularly important to discover and can activate specially made secret machines that reveal exclusive messages, while others, like the ones hidden all over and even under that lighthouse, just fill your pockets with heavy-colored ball bearings that weigh you down and get you nowhere? I mean, okay, I think this guy's reading into things a little bit. Like, the secret mechanic is just behind the scenes. I don't think there's more meaning to it than that, but whatever you want to read into, I suppose. Alright. We live another dimension for now. Oh boy. Okay, so that was that one. Now we go back to the lab and use that key. And we get this one. Minus cab. Lab key. Ah, lab key. And we got 613, was it? 631? 613. Yeah, I guess, was it here? I blue screened the first time? I don't even know. I think we might have caught up, finally. For the, like, third time. Oh no, I went here as well. Damn it. We're not caught up yet. Yeah, these ones. And this didn't seem to have anything. 192. So have I seen B1 and B2 anywhere? I haven't written them down, at least. So I don't know when that B1, B2 is gonna come into play. If we found a B3, then we could have just made a code out of it, like 57 something, but I don't know, maybe I missed one? Anyway, there we go. I think that was everything, finally. So now, let's just go to 192, I suppose. Hey, finally, new content. Insane. Triumph. It is a triumph. Thank you, game. Oh, God. What's the lore behind this, huh? Alex Voitenko? Portal and Submachine in the same universe. I hope the song isn't, like, copyrighted. I mean, it's from a game. Doesn't seem to be much here. Wait, companion stone! Great! Yeah, that's it, I suppose. Portal piano. Plus comp cube. Well, I guess that's that for this one. So now 613. No. That's just someone that has like a wine glass and they wet their finger and they're running their finger on the fucking rim of it over and over. That's what we're listening to. The Arch Theory. Written by Into the Void. The subnet is the center of all existence, crossing and bleeding into every known and unknown dimension, universe, timeline, and more. The origin of the subnet might have existed before from another race, from another realm of reality as a way to be safe. Since every universe in existence works as a life, we can only expect that— What? What do you mean, works as a life? Expect that with everything else it can eventually die. Huh? The subnet was made as a way to cross from one reality to another to escape the collapse of the universes. Unfortunately, as this idea proved also harmful to the fabric of causality itself, it was locked away and buried to never resurface again. That is until we as humans try doing something similar, and out of either an elaborate mistake or by some sort of variable found the subnet. Finding this, they thought, why not try to explore it and make it ours? Taking things found and reverse engineering them into a way to make it possible for humans to use. This caused problems yet to be unseen to the humans as it starts to once again bleed into every timeline and universe. When the presence of life— Oh god, this is a long one. Oh Jesus. When the presence of life was known, the defenses were activated and caused the disappearance of every explorer, either displacing them into a pocket of non-existence. What? Either? Either or what? Oh, either in non-existence, the loop, or simply erasing them from time itself. I thought that was a period. The subnet has the ability to alter time itself in order to repair itself, and to trap any entity from causing what I can only guess is a way to cross over into another universe, the central controls, or the very foundation of the subnet itself. But saying all this still doesn't go into the existence of wisdom gems, the subbots, Mer, and more. Well, let me explain each. No, please, don't. You don't have to. Oh god, you don't have to. The Wisdom Gem is a storage device capable of storing an undisclosed and possibly an infinite amount of data, as well, from what I can understand, is a form of energy. It's possible that these gems are made from a larger gem that might reside in the foundation of the subnet. These gems could be wow, I read the next line. Could be a product of electron formation in a solid state, allowing both storage of data on a quantum computer level, and energy that could be compared to 100 suns. Almost like a nuclear battery, but more stable and useful. Also, they could be made from the remains of collapsed universes. All the energy that would be in a collapsed universe and refined in a gem could be immensely powerful, and perhaps it's how the subnet itself stands on its own without collapsing, which at first you might think it's bad. In a way, it's like recycling. Wow, great sentence there. Using the remains of a dead universe as a form of data and energy, this could be almost infinite energy and storage at the fingertips, but also it could be used as a form of repairing device that is capable of fixing and even changing the form of each space of the subnet. The possibilities of usage of the Wisdom Gems are limitless at this time, but as stated, there could be a core where these gems are carved from. This is probably the foundation of the subnet, and if it was ever destroyed, it could collapse the entire subnet itself. This, to some, could be a good idea if it is bleeding into other worlds, but this can be proven also a very bad thing to do as well. That will be explained later in this. Oh boy. The subbots are a form of repair. Now it's possible that they could have been made by man, perhaps the original creators of the subnet, or both! What? Or both what? Like, you mean just not created by man? But how? Simple, really, if you think about it. The subnet was possibly made before humans discovered it. Even so, humans made it theirs to do as they will. That's saying, humans could have made some sort of robots capable of research of the subnet, but also there could have been original subbots as well that at one time existed to maintain the subnet, as well as a factory. What? Whether the explorers found said factory and the sketches were just a description of the progress of old subbots before the production— oh god, this is losing me again! This is written in such a weird way, I just can't comprehend any of the sentences. They're so strange. Before the production of new ones, when the factory became active once more, whether it be from human design or the design of updated presence of the high brain AI and the control of the subnet. Jesus Christ, people! Good lord. Also, it's possible that subbots made by humans were captured and reprogrammed into becoming workers on the subnet. Any of which is a strong possibility, but what we do know is that if a mechanical presence is in the subnet, it probably has been there before humans knew about it, as well as a possibility of an AI made for these subbots, as well as a networked security for the defense grid and more. And now we have Mer, which at this point we can confirm is only after one goal, and that is to get to the bottom of what the subnet could be hiding, whether it be the foundation or of the net or the controls. We are not clear if he is a residual AI that was made by either the real Mer or the organization that we have heard vaguely. We know at one point Mer did exist, since he is known to have pages describing his time at Kent and his Karma arm, so we cannot say that he never existed as a human. But as this is said, we cannot be sure that he was a human from our universe. It is possible that the organization had some sort of knowledge of the subnet interacting with other universes, and it is possible that the organization was formed in other universes as well, using the subnet as a way to communicate with each other. Mer might have been the key used to get in deeper into the subnet, but wouldn't you figure something happened that could have made Mer either go rogue, either go rouge from the plan and is out to destroy the subnet, or perhaps he is just trying to complete his duty that he was assigned from the organization. We are not too sure on the absolute motive, but we know that it is not good. Now we get to the construction of the subnet. This, goddammit, someone stop that, like, break that wine glass, please. This is interesting to say the least. The subnet exists as a hybrid of hyper-reality bleeding in with reality itself. This means that things that could exist might not exist how we see it. Just mute? I mean, I guess so. Just for this section. There we go. Just for now. Where was I now? That some of the random locations of the subnet might not exist as actual locations, but were made to how we can see them. This might have been done as a byproduct of the wisdom gem. Since it can store an immense amount of data, that means it can also store and recreate areas with just the power the subnet has. What? How does that mean that? I don't know. Oh boy, this is a convoluted one. It could also be a fragment of what remained as a memory of a space in the universe that was destroyed, and the wisdom gem is just merely emulating it. But no matter how real it might seem, it is just how we perceive it. That means some locations are just staged and may not have a real connection to it anymore. This can be proven as a best example in here, at locations redacted and redacted. This all means that the subnet can emulate and change things that can be real, just like how a computer can show and change an image. You may think that this could contradict on how the subnet is bleeding into all universes, but this is not true. As how some parts are emulated to look real, some are actually real, and still show a residual capture of how they were once part of other universes and still are. Oh boy. Finally, we are down to if the subnet should be destroyed or allowed to stay existent. The answer to this is to allow it to exist, but to shut it down rather than let it be active. If the original creators, that is, if they ever existed in the first place, knew that this was bad and shut it down, then it was for a good reason. As to now, it is to shut it down. As to how to shut it down? I don't know. If we allow it to be active, it will engulf entire universes and continue to expand as it continues to bleed into time and space itself. If we destroy it, though, it might be even worse. And I'm sure if the original creators existed, they knew this as a bad thing to do as well. This is because the subnet is at the center of everything. Going all out in every direction, the subnet stands at the exact center. This means that the subnet is the very foundation of existence itself, and by destroying it, we risk destroying all of existence along with it. The worst case scenario is that if the subnet could not be shut down since its operation has gone beyond any known control, destroying the subnet might be the only foreseeable way to stop its invasion in other universes in the eyes of humans, or in the eyes of Mur, at least. Good lord. Once again, there's a nugget of something in here that could be condensed down into, like, a reasonable theory, but man, this is so windy and convoluted and just written in a not very great way that it's just too confusing. Good lord. Alright, let's get the wine glass back. He fell. Get this thing off of me. Get it off. Protocol accordant retreat. Go to and rest 157. No idea what to do next. Seems I've been everywhere. Get this thing off me. No more writing. Wait, what was it? 157? Wait, and which one? We were in 613, right? So this is wine glass. Yeah, I think we're done now. So sure, let's go to 157. Oh god! Jesus Christ, that's loud as fuck! Holy shit! Just gonna tone this down a lot. Oh my god. Okay, I'm actually just gonna mute this. I don't want to read this entire thing for this fucking long. Listening to this. This is awful. What the hell? Who thought that was a fucking good idea, huh? Yep, let's play in silence. G1? No, Q1. Q1 equals this plus 475. Loud. Q1 equals this plus, I'll just write it like this, whatever, 475. So that is, oh boy, 720, 32. 732, right? Hey, look, I did math for once. Amazing. I should bring out my calculator, though. I'm not even sure if I'm right, always. So, I mean, I guess we'll write this, but this isn't a code, probably. 732. I'll just write it down, but it's probably just for the, like, Q1 thing, wherever I've seen this, or if I have seen it. I've seen so many of these, like, WX and TI and or T1 and things like that, but I haven't connected any of them. We have this one, K1, D1, G1, R1, but nothing, like, lines up. I don't know. I don't understand these. Alright, well, the meaning of the machine, written by TDDP. In my opinion, there are many places. Each place can be reached by the machine. Hold on. Okay, this one is reasonable. While the passing process between places is timeless and spaceless, it's the machine itself. Each place is like a separate world. It is disconnected from any other place, although there is a connection between some places, as we saw in Sub 4, coordinates redacted. The machine is like a storm, picking you up from one place and putting you in another. The meaning of the machine is that you can travel between places on your own way, without other people, without time running out from you. Just you with yourself to find your meaning, your destiny. Some people will look for something particular, others will try to understand the machine, and each one will look for something he thinks he needs to find. But in each way, every person who gets into this submachine world will find the real him, the path of his life to reach the unreachable. Knowing your meaning. What? Okay, now you're just, like, becoming nonsensible in a little bit. I don't know, it's just, like, repeating the same things, kind of. As much complicated and fascinating the machine is, or how many mysterious places it can take you to, the important thing is what you're going to do about it. What? This kind of, like, didn't say anything. The meaning is the meaning itself, man. I don't know. Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's try 732, which is probably not correct. Nope. Okay, makes sense. And that was, we have 806 now. Let's go there. Oh, we're back here. And I guess I'll unmute. I guess I'll also, just in case, let's do one of these as well. Again, I don't think it really matters. If I do blue screen, it probably wouldn't save it. I don't know. You would think it would, like, write it properly. Alright, there we go. Huh? What is this? Like a gumball machine? Asia Sliwiak. Doesn't seem to be a... It's not like a 3-digit number. Can't quite see. This doesn't seem to be anything. Error. Weight cube? No? I guess not. Aha! Rectangle 6. Okay, do we finally have that completed? I don't remember what this is called, but whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. And this was XX6, right? Yeah. So then we have 9... 6? Is this the one? Let me go check that just to make sure. Was that a different rectangle? That might be the other one. Nope, that's the one. So 966. Let's just confirm that that's actually a thing before we go back. Yep, that is correct. Good. Alright. So then 806. Oh, shit. And yeah, I should probably think about switching over to Mirror Moon pretty soon. Just so much, like... I could have gotten so much more done, I feel. We can't get in here. Haven't we already been here in universe, I thought? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that was in Submachine 10. We came back here. Have we gone to that? Yeah, 043. I did. That was this one. The, like, ruins thing with X-tab and the, like, lowering the sand, whatever. And yeah, I got this code from it. Gold mining! Oh, I can go there. Or here. Oh my god. Hold on. This kind of looks like you would be able to do something, but... maybe not. Oh, is 0 not 1? I mean, yeah, I think so. Because, like... I guess it could be seen as either. But either way, I don't think 143 is 1, but I guess we can test that. Okay, this one is short. Einstein the Cat Theory, written by Onyx Ion Vortex. In the 1900s, Albert Einstein was between the scientifics... What? Scientifics who helped to build the first submachine. What do you mean, between? Later, he became famous for his theory of relativity, what was a result of the studies that he was doing on the submachine. At his death, he reincarnated in a cat, which is in fact the black cat that Murtaugh found at the lighthouse. In this form, Einstein acquired several special karma abilities that allowed him to travel through space and time. Yeah, you know, in this form, he's reincarnated as a cat. You just, like, that comes with a package. You just get, like, karma powers. Would explain a lot of things about cats. His mission now is saving the submachine from being destroyed, so he has stayed close to Mur for preventing him to damage the submachine. He told Liz about his plans. How? And now she's helping Einstein in his mission. He's a fucking cat! Oh, lever handle. Oh, inventory's full. Oh no! That's the problem in this game. We don't have, like, a bag or anything. Oh no. That is not good. What can I do about that then? That really sucks, having a limited inventory and not the backpack. So I guess I'm just gonna have to write this down then, that this one is it? Is it 806 I'm in? I think it is. It's through Karma Portal. Yeah, okay. So 806... 806... lever. Let's just do that. I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, that's not a good mechanic. I don't like that at all. The backpack from Submachine 10 was a pretty clever thing. And I could like go in here. I know I can use it, but I can't do anything. I can't like place anything down. So I need to find a way to use any of these things. That's so annoying. Alright, let's read this one. Kaluza-Klein layer theory, written by Onyx Ion Vortex. In the 1920s, the scientists Theodore Kaluza and Oscar Klein contemplated an extension of Albert Einstein's general relativity to account for the only other known force at that time, electromagnetism, in a single geometric theory. The theory predicted in a unified way from the pure geometry of space-time the existence of gravity, electromagnetism, and even had room for an extra scalar field, usually known as the dilation or radion. Really? I don't know. But this theory had a problem. It required a fifth extra spatial dimension. Curled up into a circle, the mathematical term is an U1 fiber bundle? What? Over the ordinary space-time manifold? I have no idea what that means. These ideas were mostly discarded with the advent of quantum mechanics. But even today, scientists are looking for extra compactified dimensions predicted by some theories of quantum gravity, like string theory. Now, we know that the universe Submachine lives in has 5 space-time dimensions. 4 of them are already known to us, 3 for ordinary space and 1 for time. My theory is that the last one, the 5th dimension, or axis, through which the different layers and sub-layers are arranged, has the topology of a circle, a compact dimension. The 7 main layers are marked points in the circle, with all the sub-layers lying in between. You have to go. Good luck. Yeah, I hope I don't blue screen again either. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry for the fucking train wreck stream today. This has been lovely. But electromagnetism is already built into the quantum mechanics of the Submachine universe. So what other electromagnetism-like fundamental interaction could this extra dimension give rise to? The answer is right before our eyes, the karma interaction. In analogy with ordinary electromagnetism, this karma force would be mediated by K-photons. There would also exist an analog of electric charge, the karma charge, carried by K-leptons. Or, yeah, I guess that's leptons? The karmic version of electrons. Oh, I see. And perhaps K-nucleons also exists. Karmically charged matter, stored in wisdom gems and some kind of coil, could then be used to power up devices, as ordinary batteries do. There could exist atoms and molecules with K-leptons instead of electrons, mixed with ordinary molecules, which explains the restoring effect of focused karma, which we can see in action in Submachine 10. What? What do you mean? Wasn't this before Submachine 10? Has this just been updated? I guess this has been, like, updated. It was initially released before Submachine 10, and then Submachine 10 was released, and then people continued making theories, and then some were added into this game? I suppose? Huh. So I guess it's good that I left this for, like, the end. As the manipulation of karmic molecules sitting inside ordinary matter. The eyes of native people from the Submachine universe would have evolved to see K-photons as well as ordinary photons. The corresponding cone and rod cells are capable of seeing white, blue, and green karma light. In general relativity, electrically charged rotating black holes, called Kerr-Newman black holes, exist, and if they are properly stabilized, allow for their use as wormholes, including the capability of time travel. The same effects could be achieved with karmically charged rotating black holes, which would be... How? What? That doesn't make any sense. Which would be precisely the karma portals Murtaugh is capable of making. The light karma portals emit is thus due to Hawking radiation, which also causes the karma portal to decay and disappear over time. Karmic water is not really water, but a certain kind of matter whose atoms all have K-leptons. In liquid form at ambient temperature, it reacts when thin layers of it are exposed to brass or other K-leptonophile materials, expanding and creating patterns in the air which crystallize as we see in the temple. The continuous excitation and de-excitation of K-leptons makes the water glow a green karma light, which is also the light that beamers can produce and concentrate. There was about 50 locations initially, updated with more later. Interesting. Yeah, didn't realize that. So there's a lot of it that's like post-Submachine 10. K-leptons, by their charged nature, have a constant velocity component over the 5th dimension, proportional to their karma charge to mass ratio, as the Kaluza-Klein theory demonstrates. This allows them to have an effect over several layers at once, which is partially responsible for the known destructive effects of unfocused karma energy. The navigator Talkis takes advantage of this effect, karmically charging the user so as to transport them to another layer. This only works when the corresponding beamer is active, since the navigator must ensure the user is charged with a certain reference velocity over the 5th dimension. As the architects of the plan discovered, it is possible to dope certain special K-leptonophile materials with karmic water to make structures and devices persistent between layers. What about the forgotten dilation? Is that how dilation is spelled?
Dilation.
No, that's dilation. So it's not dilation. The action or condition of becoming or being made wider, larger, or more open. Wait, it is dilation. I've never heard it pronounced dilation. That's weird. Google, what are you on? So I guess it's dilation? Like dilation? This field basically controls the size of the curled up dimension, i.e. the nearness of the layers, which is allowed to vary in space and time. Normally, the dilation is stabilized with a constant value that keeps all layers separate. However, in the knot, the high concentration of karmic materials causes the dilation field to drastically drop its value, effectively making all layers collapse into one. Related to this is the concept of vertical loop, as horizontal loops are related to an anomaly in the time dimension, so are vertical loops related to anomalies in the radial dimension, or the size of objects. Okay, this has lost me now. I was kind of following along for most of it, but now I'm lost. That just happens. As a horizontal loop makes the person who is exiting it go back in time to when they enter it, so does a vertical loop make small-sized objects repeat the structure of the universe at the largest scales. What? These, like, conclusions make no sense in this, where it's like, because this and this, we clearly see that this happens, and there's, like, no link between the two. I don't know. This is just weird. More than 40 minutes of streaming without a blue screen. Yeah, it's a new record. But yeah, you probably jinxed me by saying that. How does the layer light fit into all of this? As we know, the 8th layer freely floats over the 7 main layers and their sublayers. This could mean that this layer is somehow extended through all the others. This behavior is similar to the one in the indeterminate number 00. This expression contains, in some sense, every other number, since if for any x times 0 equals 0, then x 0 divided by 0... What? A mathematical structure containing 0 divided by 0 is called a wheel. What? Analogously? Is that a word? I've never heard that. Google doesn't have a pronunciation. Like, I know analogy, but analogously? That's really weird. I don't know how that's pronounced. The 8th layer would be the center of the wheel formed by all the remaining layers, touching and containing every other layer, but at the same time different from all of them. It is also known that the layer of light is coupled to the time dimension in a similar manner, touching or containing every moment of time, so that time appears frozen from the perspective of an observer inside it. The name layer of light is given after the light emitted by the K-leptons caused by the friction of movement. In that way, frozen beams of white karma light appear whenever there is movement next to the high concentration of karmic materials, like in the temple. Good lord. Okay, so this is one where there's a lot of fancy talking words and science language that really don't say anything. This is just like... This isn't a theory about why things are the way they are. It's just like a random thing to just explain the science of certain aspects in the game, just like... I don't know. This felt a little pointless to me, and just hard to follow, and needlessly convoluted, but I don't know. That's just me. Okay, I think we're done here. Now I need to find a way to use one of my objects. So yeah, we have lever here. I don't know if I missed some other code somewhere. But yeah, 987, I guess we'll go there. Here's the ticking time bomb. Protocol accordant retreat. This minus Q1. There we go! Finally, we have something. Oh, Jesus. It's very loud. School bell. This plus Q1, was it? Minus. This minus Q1, and that would be Q1 was 732. So 987 minus 732. That is 255, is it? I'm gonna just, for safety, use a calculator, because I don't trust my head math ever. Yeah, 255. I should trust my head. Okay, good, so we finally got to use one of those. The clock isn't even working! Does it say something here? No. Thought that was a number, perhaps. Oh god. Are we gonna have to listen to this while reading a massive theory? Yes, we are! Or I could just mute it again. Man, what is with the audio in this game just being kind of annoying? Like, all the other Submachine games, I've never thought the audio was just annoying. This is just annoying. I should just, like, turn on some other music while I'm doing this. Let's just get some, like, Niflis up in here. Why not? I'll just have it be, like, a little lower than normal. This might be too low. Yeah, that's like really low. Okay, this is very low, but whatever, it's something. The Uninhabited Theory, written by Subhunter. The Submachine is a place that has no life in it. Kind of like a Schrodinger's, you couldn't type the I guess, cat kind of thing. How, if we can't see it and we technically don't know it's still there, it no longer exists in practicality. Imagine that there is an in meter above all locations. What? The more living, intelligent things there are in it, the more it exists and vice versa. What? I don't understand that. If this meter starts to go into the red, and by red I mean there aren't many people in or around it, then it goes into the subnet. That's why when we are there, it doesn't go back to civilization. Take, for example, the first Submachine. I should really, like, stop this and move on to the thing. What's it called? Mirror Moon. I'll do it after I read this. That's why when we are there, it doesn't go back to civilization. Take, for example, the first Submachine, way back when. It started as a basement for a building, but then the building was destroyed, therefore there was no exit. And because there wasn't an exit, it doesn't exist and is enveloped into the subnet. I mean, okay, that kind of holds up in a little bit. This idea works with the lighthouse too, because it was buried, therefore making it not exist and having its interior moved to the subnet. That kind of, yeah, like I can kind of understand this theory. That's a neat little way of thinking about it. The loop should be obvious. There's no way out, you just keep going deeper into it. Boom, into the subnet. Great. The lab is harder, because when you start, you're on a rooftop, but then again, that doesn't mean anything. And it's in the subnet because Mur sent the exploration team to the net itself, making it empty and probably far away from anything else. Wasn't it like in a town? That's why when you root pinged Mur from the lab, he seemed so surprised. With the roots, I think it was something similar to the lab set up in the 50s for matter transport, and with one of the 6 plate combinations they stumbled upon, the Submachine. What? The edge and the core are obvious, they are run by robots and therefore nothing is alive in them, making it not exist. Oh god. As for who made the defense system and the outposts and the core, maybe it was the scientists that got stuck here from the 50s. On who Mur is, I think, going back to the journal entries from S1 and S2, he was a semi-ordinary person who lived in, say, the mid-40s and was a scientist of some sort. Then he had his accident in Kent and lost an arm, but found the Karma arm. Even though he was missing an arm, he was put on the team in the 50s to research the matter transport, i.e. the root. When they found the Submachine and the root got transported to the net, Mur and the other scientists set up the core and the edge, as well as setting up an AI to do the defense system. Over time, I think Mur started to go crazy and possibly kill the others. Eventually, he found a way to get out of the net, maybe that old rusted portal device from S6. When he got back, he became the lighthouse keeper and lived like that for a while, slowly becoming more aware of the lighthouse becoming part of the net, until it was finally buried. After this, he built the portal to get out and found himself on the beach. Then he goes on to set up the lab and the subnet exploration project before launching himself back to a little hidey hole in the net, where he is now gathering his army. What army? As for Liz, there are two options. One, we are Liz, and the notes we have found are to us, but there are a lot of things wrong with that. And two, Liz was another one of the scientists that first found the submachine in the 50s and never got out with Mur when he escaped. One thing that backs up my theory about Liz and how places join the subnet is the note in the Red Room from S2. It was from Mur asking Liz to take care of Einstein when he left. He wrote this note knowing that when he left, the lighthouse would go completely into the net, and Liz would find it, and the cat too. Another way the transportation of places idea is backed up is that in S4 you can look out of a telescope and see other places from the subnet. Finally, in the core, I think when we are in the core, we will have to find Liz and team up with her to stop Mur. Sure, I guess. We didn't find Liz, but yeah, that wasn't terrible as a theory, I suppose. Alright, so 255, we have that to go to. And this one was... Are we in 987? This is 987, right? Yeah. So I guess I'm done with that. And I guess we're just going to 255. So I'm just going to go to 255 and we'll just leave it off there for this. Excuse me? Did I do this math wrong? This plus 475. Let's get my calculator. Did I do that wrong? So 157 plus 475. Oh, yeah. I, got an entire... How did I get another 100 there? It's 632. Good lord. Should not have trusted my head. Don't trust my head. Okay, and then, because of that, this one is 100 more, so it's 355, right? Yep, just always rely on a calculator. It's better. Save yourself the embarrassment. Okay, and then get rid of this. We're now in 355. And we'll save it there. Good lord. Well, I mean, I got through it. That was Submachine. Oh, and I didn't even, listen to... We'll hear the audio in that place next time, I suppose. It can remain muted. Actually, I'm going to unmute it now so I don't forget. But yeah, there we go. Submachine Universe. What a giant clusterfuck of a stream this was. I might try and edit these together, or I'll just, I might just take the first part and this last part and just do, the first one is part A, the other one is part B of the same episode, and that'll have to do. We'll see. Anyway, I guess I'll take a quick... Do I even want a break? I don't think I need a break, because I just want to get into Mirror Moon. So I'm just gonna switch over to that, because I don't know, I feel pressured now, because I really want to, just, stream more before I blue screen again. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, Sirgo. See you next time, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching Submachine. Stick around for Mirror Moon, and probably some bonus hex cells in between the travel time. I'll be playing that a little bit. See you next time.